What's up, guys? Frugal BC coming at you with our first live stream. We are coming at you with today's Sunday Market Watch. I tried to do one last week through the native platform. It didn't quite work so well, so we're going to try it. We're going to try it right here on. We're using live restream now, and hopefully this will work a little bit better. And just remember, you can leave questions in the show. In the chat room, and we will answer them on air. In fact, that's one of the things I forgot to do this week. I was going to answer some questions, but hey, welcome everybody to the show, and we are going to get right started with the market update, which reminds me I got to figure out how to do that. And I probably should have this pulled up first, but that's okay. By the way, how's everyone doing out there? And just while I pull this up, I want to say a big shout out to all my subscribers. I am just shy right this very instant. I am just under 300 subscribers. At 299. We're about to probably gonna hit it today. I don't know when, but that is very exciting to me. Let's see if I can figure out. So you have to bear with me a little bit because I'm not 100% sure how to. Let's see. Add source. Oh yeah. Share a video file. No, none of those. I don't want to do any of those. Okay, well, I'm just going to read through it today, and I'll work on it in the future and try to figure that out. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting at $64,000. It is down a little bit on the day, up on the week about 3.25%. Obviously, still the number one market cap. Followed by Ethereum sitting at 45.7, so just a little under 45, or a little over $4,500, by the way. Down 2.23% on the day and just under 1% on the week. And then Binance Coin is in the third position now. As you know, it moved up in market cap recently, and it's sitting at $654, up 0.93%. And on the day, but down a little over 1% on the week. So I'm skipping Tether because it's not. So I usually skip stable coins in these because they're always worth $1. So what's the point of going through them? Solana is at 233. It is down 7.67% on the week. So if you're looking for a place to get in, and by the way, none of anything I say on here is financial advice, so don't take it that way. Entertainment only, all that lawyer speak. Down 7.7% on the week. So if you're looking for a time to get in, I don't know. I was kind of looking for under 200. I was going to try to get into it. I never did buy Solana. Cardano, Cardano had was doing pretty good. It was pumping, and then it kind of fell back down. Now we're at 203. Cardano just can't seem to pull out of that $2 mark. I'm not sure what's up with that. And XRP down a little bit now on the week, 2.6% down. It is at $1.18. So if you're following the news, XRP is going through this lawsuit with the SEC, and it's pretty interesting. You should watch BitBoy Crypto for more on it. He talks about the XRP suit a lot, and it sounds. I know the SEC's position just sounds kind of crazy on it. So we'll get to that in a minute. Polkadot. Big drop in Polkadot, down 13.65% on the week and 3.5% on the day. $45. Probably might be a good time to get into that too, perhaps. Dogecoin is up on the day. It is at 26 cents, up 1% on the day, but down almost 2% on the week. Skipping US dollar coin, Shiba Inu had fallen almost 8% on the week, but now is up 1.7% on the day. Terra Luna, we're in 12th place, is at $50. It's down 3% on the day and 2.3% on the week. And Avalanche having a really good time at $93.75. It is up 10% on the week and 1.16% on the day. And just to get to one of my favorites, Algorand is now at $1.96. It is up 5.7% on the week, and a lot of you probably saw that pump earlier in the week, but it fell down 6.68% over the last 24 hours. It is at $1.97. So that's really interesting. I didn't expect that. Remember, you can leave comments in the chat, and I will answer them on air as best I can. If I don't have the answers, I will look them up and possibly get them next week. But be sure to leave a question in the chat. I won't bite. I'm real nice. And we'll move on to that's the market update. We're going to talk about the videos that I did this past week. I did one on Akita Inu, which is continuing to do really well. A lot of people are checking that one out. I think Akita Inu is kind of an interesting project on Algorand. You know, with a lot of, as I mentioned in the video, and you guys should check that out for more details. But stuff like this, you know, it's fun to put a few bucks in. Don't put your life savings in, and you know, have a little fun with it. I don't think that's a problem. I don't have a problem with that. I think some, you know, do these have a lot of value? I'm not sure, but I'm always excited when things are on Algorand. I feel like there's a lot of it's so easy to get into this stuff because the fees are so low. So big fan of that. Check out that video if you like. And then I also did one about ETH hitting all-time highs, and so did Bitcoin. That's going to be our news item too, so we're going to get into that. But when I made the video, Bitcoin had not yet reached an all-time high, but Ethereum did. So let's get right into the news. Oh, before I do that, I want to talk about videos coming up. I recorded an interview with the crypto nerds. That is Lauren and Monty. They have a pretty successful channel on YouTube, and it was really fun talking with them. I always love when I can talk crypto and investing with people. And yeah, they both have really interesting backgrounds. Lauren and I share a lot in terms of, we both have some involvement in film projects. And Monty's really into real estate and has some really deep ties to the financial industry, or experience in it, I should say. I shouldn't say deep ties. And so watch for that video this week. I think I have one I have to do, a different one I want to do on Monday. So look for that on maybe Tuesday or Thursday, depending on when I post this week. And let's get into the news this week. So Algorand voting is nearly done. And last time I checked, the vote count was leaning slightly towards A, not as landslided as it was previously. So B really caught up. So just to break down again what that means, and I've got a lot of videos on Algorand governance, so please check them out if you have any questions on it. Also, leave them in the chat, and I will be happy to answer them for you. But so there's 2 votes on Algorand governance. A basically leaves things the same. So if you want no change, you're happy with the way things are, and that is what the Algorand Foundation seems to be leaning toward. Or I shouldn't even say leaning toward. They explicitly said that that's what they're interested in. B would increase rewards early on, which would drain the rewards, which means you get them sooner. And I actually think that's kind of a good thing, so I don't have a problem with that. Not that I'm going to tell you how I voted, but but here's the thing: bigger rewards comes with bigger risks. If you vote for B, and if B is successful, then there's an 8% slashing fee if you fall out of governance. So right now, if you fall out of governance, you just don't get the rewards. But if B is successful and implemented, then you will experience an 8% slashing fee of your total algo. So that's a pretty big chunk. That means if you get into governance, don't you dare fall out. It's really easy to do so, and so be really mindful of that. Let's see, and we have a question. I will get to that in a second. So the vote ends today, and so I will have a video on Monday talking about the consequence and how that happens, what happens because of that vote, and we'll break it all down tomorrow, because you have it said till the 14th, so I assume that is the end of the 14th, and that by tomorrow we will have the answer to what was successful and what wasn't. And let's see, let's get to that question. It says, Chris H says, great show. I've seen Opulus is going to be another NFT soon. Any ideas of what it will be? No, I don't know a lot about that, but I will definitely look into that. I'm a big fan of Opulus. I have some now because of Yieldly, and I'm actually planning to buy some through TinyMan. And TinyMan is another platform I want to do a video on. So I don't know if anybody out there uses TinyMan, but I will have that out coming soon. So keep an eye on that. I don't know if I'll get to it this week, maybe this weekend, but I will look into that NFT. That sounds really interesting. So thanks Chris H for the question, and thanks for watching. So like I said, Bitcoin and Ethereum hit all-time highs this week. Bitcoin flirted with 69,000 and ETH crossed the 4,800 mark. Almost got really close to that 4,900. So I think we're going to see, I think $5,000 ETH is not out of the question. We should still be on our way to $100,000 Bitcoin, if not more. Now, there's various opinions about, about how much that's, how likely that is, or how much that amount will be. I'm not sure. I think it very much could be get to 100K. A lot of people think that it's not going to ever touch that stock to flow ratio line again. It used to bounce off of it. It used to kind of bounce lower than it, then it would go over, and then the kind of average was that it was following that curve. So what's probably going to happen is it's going to get close to that $100,000 mark, and you should be taking some profits. Again, not financial advice. You should probably take some profits along the way up, and then once it crashes, it will crash. And during the bear market, you'll have opportunities to buy back in and buy a whole lot of Bitcoin, and you definitely should do that. So, not a financial advice. Biden administration has proposed stablecoin legislation. So this legislation would treat stablecoin issuers as if they were banks. Now, Janet Yellen, chairman of the Fed, has said the absence of regulation puts users at risk. So I just want to talk about this a little bit, because remember in 2007 when the entire economy was on the verge of collapse because of some of these like ridiculous banking practices. Remember, these came from the banks. Yeah, the banks were doing this. Where was the SEC in this? Where was the SEC in protecting our interests against these just terrible practices? These are not good practices that they were engaged in. That they didn't have any answer for, but now they want to step in because we're earning 8% on our crypto, on our stable coins. Yeah, boy, I'm glad they're working hard for us. This is just ridiculous. Can we just talk about how ridiculous this is? You guys are supposed to be, so just put the notion out that these guys are here to protect us. Just put that out of your head, because they're not. Politicians, and I include regulatory agencies like the SEC in that, they're there to help their banking interests. They're not here for us. So just keep that in mind when you hear this stuff, because I mean, it's ridiculous. The SEC was just asleep at the wheel when some of the worst financial practices were going on. I mean, you had junk bonds being packaged as if they were AAA rated. They were being AAA rated, which, if you don't know bond ratings, I only know this because of my experience as a reporter covering municipal finance. When something is AAA rated, that's really important for agencies to determine how good something is. If falling from a AAA to a AA is that will literally cost you thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the size of the finances that you're involved in. So, for these junk bonds, these just garbage bonds that were to be packaged as AAA rated, it's ridiculous. And that was a big linchpin in the financial crisis, because it all came home to roost when things started falling. Things started collapsing. So keep that in mind. Enough off my soapbox here. Let's get into another one. AMC is now taking crypto. So the movie chain announced back in August that it would start taking crypto, but now it's now live, and AMC is not only taking Bitcoin, but they are taking Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Yeah, if you had some Litecoin lying around that you haven't been using in a while, that's you can take it to the theater. Now, AMC, for some context, AMC was one of these meme stocks. The fundamentals seemed to be bad. No one was going to movie theaters, and then COVID hit, and then no one really was going to movie theaters. And so the what do they call them? I'm drawing a complete blank on their name. Wall Street Bets, which is a Reddit subreddit, decided AMC is one of their targets, so they're going to pump the stock, and boom, up it goes. And so this is given like GameStop and AMC new life. These two stocks that were involved with this Wall Street Bets scenario. And it's funny that both of them are kind of steering into crypto, but AMC is really going nuts. So CEO Adam Aron Adam Aaron too. Never trust a person with two first names, by the way. I'm just kidding. But CEO Adam Aaron says crypto already accounts for 14% of online sales. And he also hinted that Dogecoin is going to be next. So if you got some Dogecoin and you want to go watch a movie, you're all set. You're all ready to go. Well, let's see. Chris H again says, I'm an XRP holder. Not a fan of the SEC. Corruption is sickening. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? It's and this is all levels of government. It doesn't matter what party, they all do this. So if I can impart one thing from my time as a journalist, I can tell you politicians are not your friend. They're not your friend. They're there for their own interests. And there's been research that shows that people who tend to want to be in politics, especially above the local level, like say the state level or the national level, have a high degree of narcissism and self-interest, which kind of makes sense. I don't think that's really a surprise to anybody, but it's kind of cool that there's research confirming it. From what I've seen, people at the local level can tend to, you get kind of all types. You get a lot of people that just, probably are retired and want to help out a little bit, or some people that want to see some change in their community. Sometimes they get involved because of a single issue, and that's how they end up running for an office. So by the way, if you want to enact change, a lot of times your local politicians are the ones you can access the easiest. You could probably go have a chat with them, take them out to coffee, and tell them what you think. But once you start getting up into the state and national levels, these guys are just narcissists. They like power. They like having the respect. And so just always remember that politicians, doesn't matter the party, they're not your friends. And that's it for this week's Sunday Market Watch and news. And I don't know if I'm going to stick with that title. This is the second one, but the first one that we actually did live. I had to try to find a new streaming service because just trying to use YouTube's native app just didn't work. I wasn't even able to change my camera. So, and my built-in one on the laptop isn't working. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone is safe and happy out there in crypto land, and we will see you next time.